Hey guys.
Hey guys.
We wanted to make a quick video explaining the rules for a game that we got for Christmas. Here it is. I think it's called Kassespil Box game from Tiger. Comes with lots of pieces, a little man, cards of varying difficulties, of puzzles that you've got to solve, and it does come with rules. Now the rules are correct, but they are pretty minimal and they don't actually explain how to play the game properly. So we spent a couple of hours playing it, looking at the solutions that they gave on the back of the cards, and none of it really made sense. But a few more hours, we figured it out. We also did some searches on YouTube, and all we could find was people playing it in Italian and French and Spanish and other European languages, but we don't speak any of those, so we thought we'd make this video to help show people how to play it and give you a few tips on how to succeed. Okay, so to show you the rules, we've just set up this. It's just one of the basic, easiest difficulty cards. You match up the various colours with the colours that are on the card. The solution is on the back, but you don't want to look at that really. You start off by placing your man on the same square as the red square, like that, and you're trying to get to the red square like that. So Caleb, show where they go. Starts off. Where does he start off?
He starts off
here. And the rules are pretty basic. He's not allowed to move diagonally. He can move up and down, and wherever you tip your blocks to, he stays on the last square of that. So do the example, tip it over.
So he can tip over and stay on the block without falling off.
So he would then finish up on that block. You'd be allowed to walk him up to the top.
He can jump up.
And then you'd be allowed to tip that one over if you wanted to.
And then we can tip this one over.
So he finishes on that block.
Yes.
And again, you can take him up to the top.
He can jump there. Then he can go there and arrives at his destination.
Yeah, really simple. So these other ones don't come into play. They just stop you from flicking these over where you want to go. So for example, had that block already been turned over, you would not be allowed to move from there to there because that's moving across a diagonal. Okay, so we've set up another card here. This is the card, shows you that the starting point is this yellow block. This one is a good example that wherever you can move back and forth within the pattern. It's not like you have to carry on from where your block finishes. Why don't you show them how this one works, Caleb? You start from there. He's walking his man, and then he walks back along that path, still only onto adjacent blocks. Yeah, that's right. And you can go back, tip, and it's that simple. Okay, so just to refresh the rules, you can move vertically and horizontally. You cannot move diagonally. You start from the coloured square with the red square in the middle, and you're aiming to finish on the full red square. You can go back on yourself, and you can move up and down levels as often as you like. Is that right? Okay, one or two tips on how to complete the levels, especially the more difficult levels. Okay, so we've set up one last card. This is the hardest difficulty rating, and it's one of the ones that we've actually found the most difficult to complete. It says you've got to start on this blue one and you're aiming for this red one here. So this is probably the main tip that I would give on how to complete these, is to think through and figure out what your last move and your first moves are going to be. The last moves on a lot of the boards, there's only one or two possibilities on how you'll actually end up getting here. So for example, you survey the scene and you see that this one is not going to be able to tip over onto it. This one is not going to be able to do it. There's only one block that is going to be able to do it, and that's that one. So you can start thinking backwards from then. If that one needs to tip over in this direction, then you need to clear this one out of the way. If you're going to clear this one out of the way, then you need to clear this one out of the way. If you're going to clear this one out of the way, you need to clear this, and so on and so forth. So you know where you're heading, and it helps you not to do moves which are going to block that. Okay, so here's the solution. Moving horizontally and then vertically, tips this one, which means he can walk up onto these and across onto that, leaves him there. Can walk onto this one and back over to these. From there, he can tip this one down and walk back sideways, vertically, and then we can start clearing the way that we need. So these blocks come through there, and he walks across. This one comes down, and all the moves are vertical or horizontal. Climb up. This one comes down, little man would land there. You can walk him up, and a simple last move to the finishing spot. Okay, well, we hope that you enjoyed our video. We hope that you enjoy the game, and good luck.